Alright, this is video for the first 9, well, let's say 11 pages of your packet for Unit 6. The lesson is on circles and central angles. I know we did this lesson in class already, but I'm posting it just for the purpose of you being able to go back and study for your test. So, this is a circle here in yellow. Circle is defined as the set of all points in a plane that are equidistant from a given point, called the center. Equidistance means the same distance away. So we have center P here. This is why this is called circle P, because P is the center of the circle. Now, when you draw from the center P to the edge of the circle, which we don't really call it the edge, we call it the curve of the circle, that is called a radius. So the definition here is the radius is a segment whose endpoints are the center of the circle and a point on the circle. The length of this segment is also called the radius. When you draw a point that goes from one point on the curve of the circle to another point as a curve of the circle, that is called a chord. And a chord is in a segment whose endpoints are points on the circle. Finally, we have QR, which is the diameter. QR is a chord because it goes from one point on the circle to another point on the circle, but it's a special chord because it goes through the center, which is P. And that's here on this next slide. The diameter is a chord that passes through the center of the circle. The length of this is also called the diameter. And the diameter is always 2 times the radius. In this second circle we have here, line J is called a secant because it touches the circle in 2 points or 2 places. And line K is called a tangent because it touches the circle in 1 place. It's a line that touches the circle in 1 place. We have common tangents. So a common tangent is a tangent that is tangent to both circles. So it's called a common tangent. We have 2 types of common tangents. You have a common internal tangent, which will intersect a segment that connects the centers. So if I were to draw a segment from one center of the circle to the other center of the other circle, if my tangent crosses that, then it is a common internal tangent. And then we have a common external tangent, and that does not intersect that segment. So for these 2 circles, there is not a line that can touch one circle in 1 place and another circle, the other circle in 1 place. So this has 0 common tangents. For this second picture, if I draw this line here, sorry, not the straightest line, but if I draw that line there, that line touches each circle in 1 place. If I draw in the line that connects the 2 centers, probably like right there. If I draw that line, draw that segment, this line does not cross that segment, which means that this is an external tangent. So this has 1 common external tangent. Here, if I draw these two lines, they both touch each circle at one place. If I were to draw the segment that connects the two centers, these do not intersect that segment, so it's a common external tangent. I also like to think of the word external meaning basically on the exterior of both circles, and it's internal if it's in between the two circles. So this one is very similar to that one because we have these two common external tangents, but there is a tangent that goes right here, and as you can see, that goes between the two circles. And if I use our definition, which is if I connect the centers, you can see that the tangent that's going in between the two circles intersects that segment that connects the centers, which makes it a common internal tangent. So I have two common external and one common internal tangent. So a total of 3. All right. And then lastly, we have this picture. Here's all, sorry that my lines are not straight. I need a ruler. But these are all the common tangents. You can see we still have those two common external tangents. But we also have these two that are going in between the two circles. And again, if I were to connect the centers, you can see that those two tangents intersect that. So they are considered common internal tangents. So it has two common internal and two common external tangents. Anytime you draw circles, you can have up to 4 common tangents, and 0 can also be an answer. So 0, 1, 2, 3, or 4. Another vocabulary where we have are tangent circles. So these are tangent circles because they touch each other at one place. They intersect at one place. And we have what are called concentric circles, which are circles that have the same center, like a bullseye.